here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And you just know he's going to be under the microscope. Not in just year one, but for the rest of his career, because he was the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. He has what you're looking for. Great leadership ability, tremendous football character, incredible college numbers. But like any young quarterback, how he will deal with the pressures of life in the NFL will tell the tale.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Here we go. 3-19.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here we go. 3-19.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll get 3 up to midfield. A look now at the Miami offense.
I am taking my focus to the running back position and Kenyon Drake, because what I saw from him in 2017 down the stretch, where he took over for Jay Ajayi after the trade to Philadelphia, he looked like a lead back in the NFL, averaged nearly 90 yards per game in that role. And what's interesting, at the University of Alabama, never was the lead back. Always was the third down guy, special teams guy. Now he might carry the load in the NFL.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Here we go. 3-19.
On the give, this is Drake. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
I wanted to highlight the back end of this defense and especially focus in on the safety duo of Jamal Adams and Marcus May. Adams, their first-round pick. May, their second-round pick. And both had tremendous rookie seasons. Both can play free safety or strong safety. I call them mirrors. What one is doing, the other is doing the opposite.
Here we go. 3-19.
Second down, Mayfield. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff for Drake. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Jets file back onto the field here for offense. Charles, you know, week 1, everyone was so excited after that victory against Detroit. Last 2 weeks, they've come back down to earth. Where does this team sit at 3 weeks in?
I think there's still reason for optimism with this team because the win against Detroit, as you mentioned, explosive. Put 48 points on the board and blew away the Lions in the second half. The game against the Dolphins, that's the one that's a little more puzzling for them because there's no reason for them to have been down as big as they were before they made their late comeback. And then the one at Cleveland, that's the one that's really going to disappoint them because I think that they looked at that as a game that they should have won. But Isaiah Crowell, I think you need to keep feeding him the ball on offense. 102 yards, 2 touchdowns against Detroit, and then last week 2 touchdowns against his former team, Cleveland. I think he can be a real threat out of the backfield.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Green.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Dumps off to Powell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Darnold on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go now.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score. And we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go number 1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to number 3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold. And I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
On the run, it's Crowell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 43 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A CD, we touched on it earlier as the Dolphins come back out onto the field here, but they're the AFC East leaders right now, and they have a 2-game advantage in that division with their 3-0 start.
Yeah, it's way too early to start looking at the standings and thinking, okay, what's our magic number to clinch the division? Especially when they go to Los Angeles and take on the Rams. Then they're at Philadelphia to take on the Super Bowl champs. So now we're going to really find out a lot about this Miami team. Let's be honest about it. Their confidence level has to be sky high.
So if the 72 Dolphins record gets broken by the 2018 Dolphins, are they okay with that?
No.
Maybe too early for that?
They're still not okay with that. They will smile and grin. But those veterans, they don't want anyone to break that record.
Still a long ways to go, but a good 3-0 start.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now Mayfield. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
A first down throw, Darnold. Newton's got it, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On first down, it's Darnold. And incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now let's go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Set. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, 42 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The extra point now coming from Myers. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown run coming from Bilal Powell. Here's Myers now to kick it away. The return man is Grant. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Mayfield now on second down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Mayfield, he dumps it off to Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mayfield on first down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Green 39.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he finds Stills, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Roberts on the return. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Andre Roberts now to return it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. A little dump off for Crowell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
Now a handoff to Crowell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Darnold. He's got Curse. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First target, first catch, and a first down. On first down, Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
On second down, here's Crowell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 24.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Back to throw, Darnold. That is caught. right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Gal, the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Set. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll get it up the middle, fighting him off. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Let's go. Green 39.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start. Offense.
That was a third and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal.
Let's go. Blue line it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
And that was just situational football 101 right there. Excellent decision to throw that one away. You know he would have loved to have converted right there to keep the pressure on and build on this lead. But the best play, avoid the sack, taking care of the football.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Right back to Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, Drake. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. On second down, it's Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And throw right side complete to Parker. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 35.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. On the crossing route, complete. That's Parker. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue line.
From the gun, Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Darren Reed picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Amendola, the intended receiver. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
To throw, Mayfield. Broken tackle. It's caught outright, Amendola. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now let's go! Green!
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Again, it's Crowell. And an alley to run. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
On the counter, it's Crowell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mayfield on play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Matt Hawk now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.